Samantha Kettering, and I'd like you to join me on a journey of learning about one of my favorite places in the world, the city of Seattle. With its beleaguered sports franchises and its hearty coffee culture, it can be easy to overlook some of the more personal, sincere, human stories the city has to offer. Well, now that we're a bit better acquainted, let's get going. Seattle is home to hundreds of talented, stylistically variant artists like Steve Jensen, the Capitol Hill-based man who painted this painting. Each artist has their own story, though, and their own driving passion. Jesse Olson, owner of Capitol Hill's Cake Spy, has always had a taste for the sweeter things in life.
I almost feel sometimes that it chose me. I grew up in a very artistic household. My mother is a children's book illustrator. The one thing that I have always done is illustrated little characters. So I will I would always personify objects, you know, draw like little jars or even like little pairs of underwear and make them have little faces because everything's cuter with a face.
Working from our home in Bothell, local painter Jan Tervanen felt the call to watercolors several years ago.
A friend of mine's an artist, and we were out at a social gathering, and somebody asked me if I was an artist, and I said, no, I was an artist wannabe. And my friend said, I should give it a try. And I kind of looked at her stunned, and she says, who's it going to hurt? And I thought, yeah, good point. So I bought some watercolors and some paper and haven't really stopped since.
Although both women possess different styles and implement different techniques in their work, they have one thing in common. Both have participated in a Seattle neighborhood art walk. In a city as vast as Seattle, it would take months, if not years, to hear every artist's story, to partake in everyone's work. During an art walk, the denizens of the city and from beyond may experience numerous artists throughout the course of one evening. Art walks bring together people from all walks of the art world: retailers, artists, gallery owners. The owners of Fictilis, a pioneer square art collective and creative space, and a participant in the neighborhood's first Thursday art walk, began participating in the event soon after opening.
It's all geography.
Yeah, we're like right in the middle of it. I mean, there's really no way for us to not be involved.
Yeah.
Remember that we were here during one of the art walks and we weren't really open yet and people just wanted to come in. So we became part of it as we filled the space with stuff and started to open our doors.
Yeah.
For November's art walk, Fictilis debuted their xerography exhibit 10-22-38 Astoria, a project centered around the art of photocopying.
We have 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper that were mailed to us from all over the country and all over the world. We essentially put our call out. Artists found out about us and dropped off envelopes with their photocopies, emailed us stuff, faxed us stuff, mailed it, and eventually we kind of ended up with this gigantic pile of photocopies. And at which point we had to think a lot about how to install cheaply thousands of pieces of paper. So, you know, we're a grassroots small organization sort of run by 4 artists. We don't have a massive budget, so a lot of our kind of artistic work then comes in and like figuring out, oh, we can get this cheap wire and these little binder clips and make this crazy mounting system so we can cover our walls completely with xerography.
Local businesses like Seattle Mystery Bookshop, which also partake in the first Thursday art walks, showcase a less visual medium of art, like reading. The local business also uses the art walk to make Seattleites more familiar with their bookstore.
Well, it was only the first night. I think, to be fair, it will take a few months for people to understand what it's about. It'll take a few months for people to see that we're open during Art Walk. It will also take a few months for it to register through the various media and calendars and announcements that we're here. So it's too early to tell how it's going to go ultimately, but nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Though each art walk reflects the unique cultural makeup of its neighborhood, the participants all agree that art walks offer many benefits to Seattle.
Oh, I think it really brings the neighborhood together. Each little neighborhood has its own character. For example, Fremont's really eclectic, and I really like it. It's funky. And I think my art fits in well there. It brings the neighborhood together, the other retail shops, the residents, and it's a lot of fun.
First of all, it's a way for people to interact with the visual artists. It's a way for people to come downtown and spend some time doing something that they otherwise might not.
I think that it is a good reminder to people who are residents of the neighborhood that there are plenty of wonderful things going on right in their neighborhood. And also the Art Walk is an opportunity to rediscover all of these venues because they'll often have something new or, debut something new at that time.
Simple way of looking at it is it's an invitation and it's very comfortable because you're there with lots of people and art spaces can be intimidating to people, I think, sometimes. Pictolis tends to work against that stereotype, I believe, but I just love that it's an open invitation and it creates quite a community because the same people tend to come every month. So I think it keeps the doors open.
Numerous art walks take place throughout Seattle each week. Each offers a tantalizing look into the art culture of its individual neighborhood. Now that you know a little bit more about them, I dearly hope that I bump into you at the next art walk. Once again, I'm Samantha Kettering, and I'm so glad that we got to learn together. Have a great day.